Hi, you guys. So, I've been keeping up with the David case, the singer David, and I've been touching on. I did a whole video on like a little bit about like the channeling that I picked up around him, like why he did it, and the expectation of when we can expect justice and everything. And I think on my last video, I said that, and my full expectation was like 2 years. Some people think that the arrest will happen pretty soon here, but I think I'm gonna pull some more cards today for sure. Um, it came out that he was like a homeschool kid, and someone had a theory that when he was being homeschooled, his parents probably knew he was having like sinister thoughts at that time and kept him very sheltered. But when he became rich and famous, he was let off the leash a little bit, and that combination of just fame and all of that just didn't mix well. And all. It's not that it's an excuse, but I can totally see that happening. And the reason why I keep reiterating this theory is because I myself have been around family who protect abusers by any means necessary. And we have a society that protects the abusers and punish the victims. And so until we live in a world that is not doing that, then we have to keep highlighting that I can totally believe that parents are the first people that protect their like little monsters, to basically. And what else did I want to touch on? Oh, I touched on that. Like people keep switching the age of Celeste, and that's like freaking irking my nerve because it's like people are trying to paint David as less sus, like trying to act like the age of consent was 15, 16, and when he preyed on her much younger. And in my channeled reading, I picked up that he had dark arts mentors, and I thought about that. I'm like, that kind of makes sense because it's come out when I look up occult videos, it's coming out that a lot of these artists have like dark art teachers that they look up to, which I find that kind of crazy, but I don't doubt it. And it's very popular in the music industry actually. Um, and I actually need to look up the most famous teacher, but a lot of them follow the same teacher even. And I want to pull cards on that actually too, dark arts mentors, because I sometimes I think these people do have a little bit of help of like being taught to be more evil, as crazy as that sound, like to actually put themselves in the act. Um, and family cover-ups, that's not unbelievable. Even on the side of Celeste, like her family is kind of sketchy energy there, and I kept pondering like why is it that we always overlook people's true character because they're so talented? And I think like we must be in that era where we're just not ready to get past it, similar to like Chris Brown and I don't know what's going on there, and like people who still like are R. Kelly fans and shit. And so yeah, I'm gonna pull a few cards, and I thought it was just interesting that he was homeschooled, like actually the weird homeschool kid, and um, I guess I can start with like pulling cards of like when it will be estimated when he'll be arrested, and any other channeling I pick up really. So when will he be arrested? Maybe two of cups makes me feel like soon. So it could be anywhere from like two days, um, or it's giving me like immediately 2 days, 2 weeks, probably less than that, 2 hours. It could be literally like very soon. It gives me that feeling, which I'm not even like I'm kind of surprised. It's like it's looking like it's enough evidence to just like go forward with it. I think they're just like it's saying any moment now. So I think a lot of people might be spot on with that. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? I kind of want to know: is there any messages that come from Celeste at this time that she wants us to know? Respectfully, I pray for my ancestors to bless this connection at this time and this reading. Protect me and everyone watching, Ashe. And so let's see. Knight of Cups. So the last readings, a lot of me, what me and a lot of spirituals have been picking up is that there was a lot of fear around her energy initially. With the Knight of Cups, she makes me feel like she's kind of ready. She's like she's ready for justice basically. And so Again, that's shocking to me because it's like a total shift in energy. Um, but she's saying that she kind of appreciates like how everyone is like rallying behind her to figure out the truth. I think she's coming into clarity more and more, like how this wasn't okay, and that like she's also ready for justice, and she's also working on her side, on the other side with angels and spirit guides. So that should be interesting. Anything else? The tower, yeah. She's ready, but also just kind of still a little shy and scared with the tower card of like everything crumbling down. But like her guys are trying to explain to her like what really happened and like help aid her in her evolution of consciousness. But they can only do so much. They want her to come to it at her own terms. So that's interesting. But she says thank you. So I think a lot of spiritualists are saying that she's trying to reach out to so many spiritualists as much as she can, and so she just wanted to say that, which is really nice. And I'm very awkward and shy, so even as a medium. What else? So my initial judgment was like 2 years. I guess I want to see like, is there anything else around that? Like, what is 2 years? Does it still have any relevance? Yeah, 2 years comes up again. Maybe like when it's the karmic cycle of when all this stuff will be done. With the 5 of cups with the like spilt milk, but there's 2 cups still standing, so that 2 years still comes up. Maybe that's a cycle where everyone would feel like, holy shit, that this actually happened. Like, what the fuck? What did we go through just now? The Hierophant makes me feel like the judge. It could literally be a judge, but also spiritual law taking completion in that time. Crazy, crazy stuff. I guess the last thing I want to know for now is like, what can we take from all of this? What can we take from all of this right now? The star. Literally, my guys say nothing is what it seems. Because we have the naked lady and pouring water in the river. It's like, think twice before just giving your power away to people, just thinking that everything glittering is gold. I think we're in an era where more and more is going to come out about the music industry and people that we idolize. This is a lot about idolization. So I think we might be surprised like how many idols we look up to that are just terrible people, which some of our consciousness is shifting to understand that a little bit more, but we still need a lot more work. But yeah, there is justice to be served. I do think there's more than one person that will receive a sentence, or that was involved. So yeah, we'll see, and I'll see if I'll feel guided to pull some more cards later.